So we haven't done one of these in a while. It is Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and that means that the Galactic Challenge is now active. I should probably start this series up again. Let's get galactically challenged. Today we find ourselves on Bespin facing off against Aphra and her scoundrel compatriots. What do we need to do? We need to complete the battle. Obviously we need to complete the battle with a full team of bounty hunter units, which isn't so bad, truth be told. We need to win after removing 400% turn meter from all enemies, and then we need to win with a 7-star Captain Athano if you happen to have him. Don't advise that. If you do have the episode pass, you are going to be getting yourself additional episode points to help you travel through that episode track. Modifiers. The global modifier is Decadence. This one sucks. I hate this modifier so much. Every character has their accuracy reduced by 15%, and it feels like that 15% is 50. You just miss all the time. We gain a stack of collective wealth whenever we damage an enemy. It can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, and you lose all stacks of collected wealth when you are damaged. What does it do? It increases your chance on your crit damage by 10% per stack. It means things go a little bit crazy. The player modifier is Thrill of the Hunt. We have 9 stacks of True Defense and all our bounty hunters at the start of battle. And essentially, whenever we take damage, we lose a stack of True Defense. For each stack of True Defense, we gain 10% damage reduction, basically. It's very decent, actually. The enemy has got hedged bets. Whenever they deal damage to the target enemy, for each buff that enemy has, that ally gains that buff for 3 turns except Taunt, and then they dispel all buffs. It's really annoying. Basically, they get rid of all the buffs, they steal them for 3 turns. It's annoying. Let's do bounty hunters first. Naturally, if you have Jabba the Hutt, take in Jabba the Hutt and win. That's the rule. If you don't have Jabba the Hutt, you might as well go in with a pretty tried and trusted standard approach of like Bosk with Mandalorians and Grief. It's usually pretty straightforward. All you want to do is have the opener not be the cooldown increase. If she does the cooldown increase, typically you just back out. Just back out. You don't want her increasing your cooldowns, it's as simple as that. Sometimes she'll just basic, sometimes she'll summon her droid unit, sometimes she'll do that, just back out. Just back out, simple as that. I feel like I'm in some sort of deja vu loop at the moment. There we go, she did what we wanted her to do. That was nice of her. And the funny thing is about this True Defense is that BT-000 BT-1 nonsense guy can't actually do the things that he wants to do. So we're just going to get the taunt, and all you want to do is trigger contract as soon as possible. So we're going after IG-88 over here, calling in Grief Karga because he double hits on a basic, which means we get contract quicker. You could probably take in Fennec to make this even easier. Let's see. I'm just going to basic over here. Come on, basic, and then when it... Don't hit Aphra right now, by the way. Because if you crit her, she's going to gain turn meter, and we don't want none of that, son. Alright, then we'll get the taunt back up, delete Aphra, she's the most important person to delete. After that, the most important person to delete is BT-1. After BT-1 is gone, you can probably just put it on full auto and have some fun with it. We've even landed an ability block on Santi over there, which makes life very, very easy for us, because he cannot taunt right now. Taking out... That one rocket there coming out of Django, just taking out 000 was a good time. It was a good time for everybody involved. But as you can see, bounty hunters really don't have too much of a hard time getting this mission completed. All you need to do is wait for Aphra not to use her cooldown increase, and then win. Alright, not too shabby at all. Now, I'm not going to show you how to get that done with bounty hunters, including Jabba the Hutt. If you're struggling with that, you've got issues. Removal of turn meter. If you want a really simple and straightforward way of doing it, take us over here in our nature. Whenever an enemy is defeated, all characters lose 100% turn meter, and first order allies gain advantage for 2 turns. So just go in with, like, you know, something like this. All you have to do is kill a couple of enemies, and you're good. We'll go ahead and poke Dr. Aphra. I'll pass the turn back over here to Slacker. I think I'll just poke BT-1 as well, you know, I don't like his face. And we'll do some AoEs. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, stun Santi or something. Everybody's stunned right now. Ramp our own mastery. Gain some ultimate meter. And then, yeah, let's do a mass assist over here. Good. So we defeated her. Everybody loses 100% turn meter. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Now, I've already got the feat, so I won't be able to show you getting it done. But maybe don't AoE as much as I did. And defeat them one at a time. remove the turn. It's really easy with Dark Side Vision, Ray, and Slacker. Really easy. Now, if you don't have that team, you can go in for some really funky, weird stuff. Nothing is massively reliable. Like, you could do Resistance, JTR droids with Gideon. But the one that I found to be the most effective was a weird team like this. You can go in with Darth Revan, you can go in Malak, and then you want to take in, like, Watson Ball, for example. And then you want to take in Han Solo. And then you want to take in... Who should we take in as our last person? Oh, Gideon. Yeah, Gideon is the most important one. Now, the reason Gideon is important for turn meter removal is because of control of the situation. Second special, he removes 100% turn meter from all enemies. So what do you want to do with this team? You want to start off with a stun on Aphra, just like that. Then we're going to place the weapons tech over here on Revan. Revan is then going to fear everybody. Wonderful. After this, we can use the control the situation, and you want to go after IG-88. Do not use that shock. You do not want to do that at all. We're just going to basic over here on IG-88, and basic on IG-88, and place the recovery tech on Malak to make our lives a little bit easier. After this, I'm just going to shrug with Han, and then basic. There we go, we've triggered the death mark. Let's see if we can get shock on Aphra. Of course, we just full odds miss. Put the damage into Aphra, and she doesn't quite die. It's always frustrating. You should be able to kill Aphra at that point, but with the dodge mechanic that's ingrained into this game, it might be a little bit on the tricky side. Ah, there we go. We can life drain Aphra out of existence. After this, we want to go after BT-1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's focus on getting BT-1 nice and defeated. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that, I think. Ah, indeed. Alright, good. Nearly gotten rid of BT-1. Now, be careful. If you happen to have... Oh my god, I hate this dodge. If you happen to have target lock and IG-88 is still alive, then you will not be able to heal up because he does have his Zeta. And if the enemy dodges one more attack, I might just lose my mind. Undecided at this point. Let's get some more fear and loathing in Las Vegas. And let's just basic to get rid of IG-88, or not get rid of IG-88. So, oh my god, I hate this dodge mechanic so much. This dodge is just the worst thing in existence. When you get to this point, if you are worried that you haven't quite got the 100% turn meter, 400% turn meter strip, then just drag it out, okay? Control the situation is going to be your answer to it, obviously. I'm going to finish it up here because I'm pretty confident that we've already got it. But if you are worried, like I said, just take a little bit of time to drag out the battle a little bit longer, cycle through turns. Whenever Watt attacks out a turn or assists one of his allies that have got a tech and they use special ability, he is going to attempt to remove turn meter like that. They might well resist. If they resist, it doesn't count, of course. But don't forget that Malak on his basic does apply tenacity down, which makes things a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and cleanse that shock right now. Focus on Santi, because he is the last threat to our team. I don't want to trigger the fear over there, so let's just go ahead and... Oh, there we go. Life drain on Santi. And that's another way of getting the 400% turn meter done. Now, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you do need to use your Captain Athano. If you have him at 3 stars, going at tier 2, 4 stars going at tier 4, 5 stars going at tier 6, and 7 stars, or 6 stars going at tier 8, and 7 stars at tier 10. So I'll take it in at 7 stars. Honestly, you might as well just use the best team you possibly can, but I would just do something like this for now. Let's go ahead and throw him in here, because this would also do the 100%, 400% turn meter removal if you hadn't already done it at the lower tiers. Great, let's just poke people. Poke them. And then pass it right back round and poke. Sure, let's do the big old shockaroo. Don't laugh at me, 000. Who do you think you are? I won't siphon anything, I'll just basic on BT-1, see if we can get rid of him, just to reset the turn meter. Basic on Aphra. Yeah, we might as well mass assist on Aphra over here. Yeah, she's gone, as you can see, removing all of that turn meter. Removing all of the turn meter. Removing all of the turn meter. And just winning. Just winning. And there's your Captain Athano victory. There would be also 400% turn meter at the lower tiers. That will, of course, work on the top tier as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to about do it for this episode of Galactically Challenged. I hope it was somewhat useful to you. If it was, leave me a like. If it wasn't, leave me a like. Give me a comment down below about the teams that you used. And I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.